welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So South Carolina's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's going to take a shot. Got his man all by himself. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, NC State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Fields the punt. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry of the season. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Hunt. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know.
Wide open spaces. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Bennett.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Making the adjustment on the play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Got the first down. At the 35, he's got room. Off to the races to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sellers. Left side, it's Tuggle. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Drops back. It's Sellers. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right side, it's Snow. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
Kill. 2-14, close. Win. Copper.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Kill. 180, raise car. Hut.
A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. 10. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Out wide left, it's Goss. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Good, strong tackle. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Swats it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Scott. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the 1st down.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, NC State. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Stay.
Here's Sellers to throw. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
From the gun, it's Scott. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And he gets rid of it.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Lets it develop. It's Scott. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Plows his way ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
NC State looking to convert the fourth down here.
White, 29.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
Blue 22. Blue.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Sellers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Firing deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Brick. Bender. Icy. Win.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
528 crew. Now.
The run inside. It's Goss. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Turns it upfield. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Snow. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Turns up, it's Snow. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Scott. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Buying time to his right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with with scores from around the country. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Scott. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Wants to throw one first. Just a short pass to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Scott. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Deep in the end zone, it's Bennett. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line, it's Harbor. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Throwing, Sellers. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Left side is Clark. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just got rid of that one.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Sellers from the gun on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. He will be stopped short of the... into gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Gauze. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Out of the end zone. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Throws it back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 2nd and long here.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Just plowing ahead. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Gauze. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Stopped right there. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. That's not the most explosive play you can think of.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming. Stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. Ugh, no bueno.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gotta make the play on 4th. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.